Alright, question 4. We got to calculate the time required for $31 to go to 5,300 at 15.9% compounded monthly. Give your answers to the nearest month. So again, this question has all the elements of the last question. So we're definitely using the compound interest formula, but this time we're trying to find n. So again, list out what we know. We know that our future value is 5,300. That's the amount we want. We know our present value is $31. The rate is 15.9%, which is 0.159 as a decimal, and then it's compounded monthly, so I'm going to divide my rate by 12, and that gives me 0.01325, and then my n value, that's what we're trying to find. Alright, so with this, again put it into the compound interest formula. So a equals p1 plus I to the power n. We know that 5,300 equals 31. 1 plus 0.031, can't copy a number down, 1325 power n. Well, the first step I do is simplify that bit there. So this bit is going to stay the same. This is going to be 1325 power n. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 31. Which is 5,300 divided 31 gives us 170.96. Here we lose 31 on both sides, so we're left with 1.01325 power n. So now I need to put values into n. So this side roughly equals that side. Alright, so I've got that rate, and I'm trying to put a number in n. So let's say I put in 20. 20 gives us 1.13, so it's going to be greater than 20. 200 gives us 13.9 here, so it's got to be more than 200. If I go to 2,000, that's 270. So we know that, just to write this down, I let n equal 2,000. We've got 170.96, and the other side gives me 271.15. So we know it's not equal, so it's less than 2,000. Again, if I bring the phone back into screen, I'm going to pick, let's say, 1,500. That's 375. So if n is 15, but 179.6 is equal to 375.76. So it's got to be less than 1,500. Alright, so next one I've done 1,000. That means I've got 520.72. So the number keeps getting bigger, which means that we need to get numbers higher than 2,000. Okay, so when n is 2,500, I've got 195.67. So we're getting close, but it's got to be higher than 2,500. Let's try 2,800. Alright, so I was looking at this wrong. I need a number that's between 2,000 and 2,500. So I've been trialing and doing trial and error, and I've got n equals 2,490, and that gives me 171. Alright guys, I'm doing this on my phone, so the numbers are a lot smaller than it would be on the proper calculator. So what I've done wrong is I didn't realize where the decimal point and the commas was, so what I need was, after a few trials and error, is I need a number here, and I put in 400, and that gave me that 179.6. It's 193.48. So close, but no, not it. So it's got to be, well, let's go more. This number gets bigger, so it needs to be less than 400. So I went 390. So when n is 390, this one's 169.62. Oh, whoops. Let me write that properly. And that's not equal to 96, because it's greater than, it's got to be between 390 and 400. So I've gone 391, and that means 170.96. That's as close as I'm going to get, so it's going to be 391. So there is going to be 391 compounding periods, which means if we divide 391 by 12, we'll get how many months that is. This means it will take 32.5, so it will take 33 months.